Hi, everybody. Let me turn this volume down a little bit. I'm going to keep this running in the background because I need the easy music for all of the gaslighting. So as y'all see in the photo, I have a new album that's going to drop. It's called The Gaslighting of JC. Because for some reason, all these people want to gaslight me about the right to medical assistance in dying. I find it very exhausting that they want to be so honest. And so that's what this whole live stream is about. I'm going to review that live stream I did the other day in which I was gaslit by this person by the name, what is Maxed Out? Yeah, okay. Y'all be sure to get my album, The Gaslighting of JC. Now, let me go to this other screen. Some of y'all may have already listened to the live stream, but I just have some commentary because they were over talking me, and I just have so much I want to say. Right, but they own the technology and they own the means of production. So you're going to starve. They're going to continue eating. They're going to become wealthy. They don't need you. You're expendable. They have more labor than they need.
No, yeah.
And the state doesn't care about you either. The state does not care about you. The state is going to get their wealth from the people who control the means of production. So I don't understand. I'm still waiting for you to explain how we're going to control the technology.
So you're saying that man does not control the technological system, or the technological system also, in addition to that, does not rely any bit on man as a resource?
Only a tiny percentage of the population, but okay, so I'm not saying that the machine lies was the one who was gaslighting me. I'm just trying to get some context before Max Stout jumps in. We were talking about declining birth rates and how the system does not need us. And then Max Stout comes in and starts gaslighting the fuck out of me. The overwhelming majority of us, we're expendable. So they may need maybe a tiny percentage. And I don't know what that percentage is, but because they only need a small percentage, the rest of us are completely expendable and replaceable. So at the end of the day, the people who don't want to play, the people who don't want to comply and submit, those people are not necessary. They'll get rid of them and they'll just get somebody else to do the job.
Yeah, so this is an interesting discussion. So it seems we've reached an impasse on the question of whether, the system will be perpetuated by the perpetuation of human life or by the perpetuation of the system itself. I think the solution is to end the system so that man can be set in nature's limitations. You say that the solution is to end human life in order to end the system that is sapping the ecosphere. So it's an interesting impasse.
That's the only thing that you have control over. Because the state can't procreate, the state can't create human beings. It needs us to do that. It does need consumers, but see, this is what they don't understand. That they are the state. They are the master state. They enslave their own children to the system. And the only reason the state perpetuates itself is because they procreate. So a lot of these people will pretend to be anti-state while they are actively promoting the state. They are the progenitors of the state. Already producing the consumers. So the only thing that you can do is control your reproduction.
That's not going to cure it. The state is getting more and more advanced. The more advanced technology gets, the less they need us. So now
that's my point. So we're already starting out with the gaslighting. They don't need us. We are expendable. They're already replacing us with AI. And now he's going to further explain why the system does not need us, which was my original point.
That they can clone.
I agree with that.
They don't need us to reproduce. They can clone people.
That's my fucking point. So if they do clone us, then there's going to be an oversupply of labor. There's not going to be any jobs for these people, and they're going to be expendable. So why would you compound the problem by procreating?
There's something behind it. When the machine lies asked, what is their power? Their power is our subservience.
Unless they can create an artificial, he just This is a glaring contradiction. He just said the system does not need us. Now he's saying that our power is what in our labor, like they need us. No, they don't need us. Artificial womb, then that's not possible. They don't have the technology for that yet.
We have the technology. You're basing everything on the illogical assumption that they will tell us what they have, and we see that is not true with
They're not start out by saying that the only power we have is up over what we do, over our own reproduction. So what I'm saying has nothing to do with what they're doing. He's gaslighting the fuck out of me. He just started.
military stuff, straight out.
Okay, if that is true, if they can produce human beings without a womb, a human womb, then it's pretty much game over already.
It's been game over. It's been game over for decades. People don't.
Then why are they still complaining about the declining birth rate, telling women that they need to have more babies? Why are they trying to? Why are they
offered it? Even the Christian nationalists have offered the artificial womb as a solution to the.
I just want to finish my question. Why are they criminalizing abortion?
Well, they do these things to throw us off. For us to think that everything that they try to do is honest and just is our fault. To think that what we hear in the news is not leaked. They will never tell us the truth. They will always keep us deceived. That's the art of war. All war is based on deception. And what we don't realize is that they've been at war with us since states began. The state.
And yet they keep enslaving their children to the damn state. So you're not making any fucking sense. There is no war with those who don't exist. They have a monopoly on physical force. We can't win. So all you're doing is forcing your children to be subjugated, to be casualties of war.
That is the problem.
And the whole purpose of the church is to teach people how to judge one another. And they use the law to enforce that. So it makes perfect sense that they would use something like making abortions illegal as a way to other people even more. Like it's an agenda.
Abortions will never be illegal because they need that. They use that tissue. The stuff that they grow, the fact that they have vaults with viruses in it, and you can read about this is just the stuff they let us read about. So you're saying to yourself, there's something behind the scenes that have humans working to some type of secret clandestine goal, as if it was the best progress in history. If you look at the average people, we're not all the same. You have some people, a very small group that think, and we can't even get along with one another, but the majority, the massive of the servant majority will eat us. They will, matter of fact, will.
Again, he said that they're going to eat us, and allegedly they're already doing that, but they can only eat us if we're brought into existence. So you're literally feeding your children to predators, and then you don't think that you played a role in this. I don't understand the gaslighting. I don't understand the cognitive dissonance.
We'll eat each other if we don't start thinking correctly.
But the bottom line is they do want us to procreate, and there's a reason why they want us to.
No, they don't. We're.
Gosh, I don't understand. It's like he's not thinking at all. He's literally saying that they need more people they can be fed to the system, and then he's saying they don't want us to procreate. Of course they do. Of course they fucking do.
Assuming that. Now, you could be right, but when we assume these things, we give them more power. We don't know if they want us to or don't want us to, but once we help them.
Gosh, what they don't want you to do is exercise autonomy. They don't want you to make decisions. They want any decisions you make to be decisions that they have already decided for you. So they want to eliminate your options, and then basically confine you to whatever they think is acceptable. And they have taken certain options off the table, which should tell you everything you need. This is not rocket science. This is not complicated. I don't know why he's making it. I mean, on a certain level, they are dishonest, but they pretty much the American people are just fucking stupid, right? They don't have to lie to you. They can tell you the fucking truth right in your damn face, and the American people are not going to give shit about it.
get the technology to the point to where they can clone, which they've surpassed this decades ago, they don't really need us. And I wonder myself, why are we being kept around? Now, if we just lay it on a few humans that are running things, it doesn't make sense. But when we start to add in other things into it and speculate, then we start to say, well, now it makes a little more sense.
I don't know. Just looking at it facially, they want more people. They want more people to exist within the system. They're incentivizing culturation, and they're criminalizing medical assistance in dying. So they want more people in the system for whatever reason. Maybe I don't know their motives, but they definitely don't want people. They don't want fewer people. They don't want
Canada. Isn't Canada legalizing euthanasia already?
Well, they have criminalized it, but not. They're still. It's going back to the Supreme Court to decide whether it should include those who are just depressed, those who have mental health problems. But it's not an unfettered right. It's not where you can have autonomy to terminate your life without approval from the state. No, no state.
I just looked it up. Yes, Canada allows euthanasia and medical aid in dying, governed under the Federal Criminal Code.
I find it so annoying when people try to debate me and they're not even abreast of basic information. I mean, I've written a whole book on it, so I've already researched this topic thoroughly. I know the laws internationally. I know that Canada does not offer medical assistance in dying for those who are not terminally ill. I know they were considering allowing it for those who suffer depression, but as of late, it is not on the table. And he doesn't know that, so he's looking up on the fly when I already know the stuff. So it's just the Dunning-Kruger effect. He's arguing from a place of ignorance. And it's a waste of my fucking time. I mean, if you don't know, then just ask me and I can fucking explain it to you.
Both clinician-administered euthanasia, where a medical professional administers a lethal substance, and patient-assisted suicide, where the patient takes the medication themselves.
Why is he boring us with this shit? I already know everything. He's the one who's learning. He's reading it right now, and so he thinks that he's educating. He's not educating me. I already know what the damn law is. So you're wasting my fucking time. You need to educate yourself before you inject yourself into this conversation. Or maybe you can put yourself on mute and read it while we're still having a conversation. It's like he just came in and started dominating the whole fucking conversation.
Are legal. Now, you know Canada's like America Light. Canada.
See, because he has his whole fucking agenda. His whole agenda is, he's not even being accurate, but he's trying to say Canada has this unfettered right to medical assistance in dying on demand. And Canada is America Light, so basically it's coming to America, and he's so off. He's not even close.
Is where they test things. The UK as well, like when they were arresting people for Facebook posts. A couple of days ago, they just arrested a lady in Texas for posting brown water coming out of her faucets. I don't know what part of Texas, but
who gives a fuck? That's not what we're talking about. It has nothing to do with the damn topic.
It came to a theater near you, so it's already here. Now, if we look at all of these countries and we start to say to ourselves, there's no different countries. It's a disguise. There's something behind the scenes that's running everything. Notice nobody really opposed when the jab came in. There wasn't no differences in countries then. So that the mask slipped. And any leader that even went against the status quo was off.
Okay, but it still is not an autonomous disposal. It's not as if you determine whether you can terminate your own life. It still is the state that determines whether you get to terminate your life. It's not, I mean, there's still criteria for you to be eligible for it, even in Canada.
Let's look at the criteria. Okay, what is the criteria for it? Okay.
This fucking derailing the whole
this is
conversation.
The only thing I really think AI is really useful for is research, not writing or reading to someone. To qualify for medical assistance in dying, which they call MAID, funny enough, MAID. In Canada, An individual must strictly meet all 5 core legal requirements. Canadian law evaluates patients under a 2-track system depending on whether their natural death.
He's reading all this irrelevant bullshit. He's this straw man. This is a whole filibuster. The bottom line, there's only one criteria which is relevant, and he's not going to get to it.
Death is expected soon, so we have that with some links. The general eligibility requirements, right? Healthcare eligibility, so must be eligible for government-funded health services. So basically, the government has to say, we got enough suicide pills for you.
They must have a grievous and irremediable medical condition.
Well, now we look at this, right? We look at this, and then we look at the reality.
See, so I'm telling him the criteria for which most people are not qualified, and he just completely ignores that, because his original argument was that you can just go to Canada and that Canadians have an unfettered right to medical assistance in dying on demand, and that is coming to America. Yet when I tell him, no, you must have a grievous and irremediable injury or illness, he doesn't even respond to it. He just keeps on talking.
Reality of it. It says you must be 18 years old, right?
See this bullshit. Most of us are over 18, or at the very least, we're going to become of age at some point. He wants to focus on some side issue, some tangential issue, which does not apply to anybody. Anybody who's seeking this right is going to be an adult.
Every day in America, millions, tens of millions of children go to bed hungry. They're at risk. They're trafficked. Over 400,000 a year go missing in America. And that's just America. So when we look at the murder statistics, the missing statistics, and all of these other things, we start to say to ourselves, everything we're seeing in the news and open is a lie. If we don't think and look in between the lines, we'll never know the truth.
There would be nobody starving. There would be no children going missing if they were never brought into existence in the first place. I'm not sure why this point is getting lost in him, but this was a complete non-starter. Okay, but everybody keeps telling me that I should just go to Canada. I just said one of the criteria is that you must have a grievous and irremediable medical condition, which I do not have. So even if I were to go to Canada, I would not be eligible.
I don't think you should. I mean, I look at it as, why would I want you to go and just...
See? Because when everybody else on the panel said that it was miscommunication, when I said that he was no, he just told on himself right now. The reason that he was gaslighting me the whole time is because he does not want me to avail it. This, mind you, this person doesn't know me from a can of paint, but he doesn't want it for me or anybody else. This is the reason why they gaslight us, right? Because they will gaslight us and say we already have the right. But no, the reason they say this is because they don't want us to have it. So they're gatekeeping. And so he's going to gaslight. We're trying to have a serious conversation. He wants to derail it, talk about all kind of irrelevant bullshit. But this is all you need to hear right here. He's literally telling me that he does not want me to avail myself of it. I'm going to continue because he tells on himself.
Well, if I think you're much, and it might be a selfish thing, but I think you're much more useful into trying to help us think a way, maybe not out of this, because I don't see that if there's a way out of it, but to use your intellect instead of just jumping into the pit, you know?
And this is the same bullshit that D&W said, oh, you're so intelligent, why don't you use your intellect to benefit humanity? Fuck humanity! Fuck humanity, because this is their system. They fucking support every bit of it. They fucking deserve it. This is their system. They support it. They have actively done everything to make my life miserable and other people's life miserable. They support the state. They are the fucking master state. They support all of these laws that make our lives a living hell. They actively campaign against medical assistance in dying. They want to keep us trapped. And I'm supposed to fight to advocate for my oppressors. That's not going to happen. The whole point is to be free from them, these fucking sadistic statists. So he thinks that I have a duty to sacrifice myself for the collective. No, my intellect is, it's my possession. It belongs to me. It is not, I'm coming up with this new term. What term did I come up with? Gosh. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going because this is a term. Well, I guess for the sake of this live stream, I'll just call it inverse condemnation. That's not the term that I was going to use, but basically, the state has imposed eminent domain over our person, which are slaves. They have taken our lives. We don't own our lives as a fee simple absolute. For those who know about property law, a fee simple absolute interest is an absolute interest which nobody can interfere with. We don't have a fee simple absolute interest in our lives, which means we don't own our lives. Oh, that's the whole purpose of this live stream. You want me to have a bare life where I
don't want you to have a fair life.
I said a bare life. He clearly did not listen to the beginning. He doesn't know what a bare life is. He's saying a fair life.
I want you to help us get the answer. And if you want to offer yourself...
I'm not going to help you. You're not going to help me. So fuck you. Fuck and everybody else who doesn't support my liberation, who wants to oppress me, I'm not going to help you. I refuse.
After that, that's your prerogative.
It's every man for himself. Fair life where I am valuable to everyone else, but not to myself. Where I'm just here.
Not to everyone, only to people that understand this cause. So
no, I'm not going to help them, and I'm not going to help you either. You deserve to be oppressed because you are my oppressor. This is your system, and now you want to sit here and gaslight me. So you deserve to be oppressed by the fucking state. You deserve to be the victim of your own violence and your own ignorance.
But not to everyone, because helping everyone.
I'm still not. But what about me? What about me having violence?
You want to throw your life away anyway, right? So why not help somebody before you do that?
Fuck them. I'm not helping them, and I'm not helping you because they're not helping me. What do I get out of it?
Well, maybe we can help you. Maybe you help me.
They're not helping me now. They're never going to. They don't give a fuck. Anytime I bring up these issues, they tell me I'm whining. I have to shut the fuck up. They want to extract and say, "Oh, I should do this. I should go vegan. I should support their causes." Meanwhile, they want to leave me high and dry. No, fuck it. Fuck all of them. I'm not doing it. I refuse. Society is not helping me right now, so I'm just existing for other people.
All right. What do you need help with? What do you need help with?
Oh my God!
Emotional support.
Emotional support. You see this shit? You see how superficial, how trivial he thinks human oppression is? This guy is ignorant as fuck. I need emotional support. No, I can get a dog or a cat for emotional support. What I need are humans who actually care about liberation, who actually care about natural rights, who actually understand that the legal system is oppressing us and that the state is inverting our natural rights and turning them into privileges in which the state has absolute authority, but we basically don't have any rights at all. I don't need emotional support. Fuck that. This is what they don't understand. I don't need your fucking pity. You're not going to fight the fucking system. I can't do that shit alone. And so his mind is not even in the right place. He's thinking about bullshit, fucking emotional support. I'm fucking schizo. I don't need your fucking emotional support. Fuck that. Your emotional support is fucking worthless. About how you don't even have rights. You don't have any real freedom or autonomy. You're just here in lingo where you just, or excuse me, where you just.
You need psychological support, and I.
Fuck you. I don't need psychological. See, I literally just told him what I needed, and then he disregards what I said, and then he's going to tell me what he thinks I need, and yet he thinks that I'm supposed to fucking help him. Why would I? Why would I? What do I get out that? You're not. The reason he And they said that there was miscommunication, like he didn't understand. No, he understood the whole time. He was gaslighting me from the fucking beginning. And then this happened at the end. He was gaslighting me this whole fucking conversation.
I can give you that.
No, I don't. No, I do. See, that's the whole. I don't know if you heard the beginning of this.
That's run by the same people who are enslaving him.
I don't need psychological help. What I need is freedom. And I said I was going to get to the whole give me liberty.
What type of freedom do you need? Do you need like your own house, your own?
You see this bullshit? I already have a fucking house, bitch. But I don't have her fucking rights. The state can actually destroy my property, which it did because the fucking city destroyed my fence with their fucking tree. And then when I sued them, they claimed sovereign immunity. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. The fact that I own a house does not mean shit.
Your own money, your own food, your own water system.
Oh my, no. I don't want their fucking useless paper money. I want a barter system that is free from the fucking state. This guy is fucking ignorant as hell. And I didn't realize, I didn't realize, I knew he was gaslighting me, but it wasn't until I went back and listened that I was actually pissed. My God, this is what I'm talking about. People are so oblivious about the oppression that you can't.
You're never going to free yourself. So you want to
let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. We can't even work without permission from the state. You can't do anything without permission from the state. You're harassed by the road pirates. You have all this extraction, all these unjust laws that you never consented to. It's a complete life of subjugation, and they want to gaslight you to act like you're free to do whatever you want. You have free will. No, you don't. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about. I may as well be speaking a foreign language. He does not know that you can't even earn a livelihood without a license from the fucking state. For whatever reason, the oppression is just not visible to them. They don't see it because they're natural slaves. They don't want to be free, and so none of this oppression actually affects them. It doesn't even enter their minds. They just hop whenever the state says so. The state is a phantom, nebulous entity for the common good. But the people who are oppressed, the people who fall through the cracks, we don't fucking matter. And yet he thinks that I should use my intellect to help him. I'm not going to help you. What? This guy's fucking delusional. He's the one who needs the fucking psychological help if he thinks I'm going to fight for him or benefit him in any kind of way. In fact, he deserves to be oppressed, and I almost wish I had a business so I could manipulate him and take his fucking money or even stick the state on him, throw him in a fucking cage for an abject slave. And yet they're not going to help you to liberate you so you can actually live a policy life. No, they want you to be subjugated. And long as you're here, they get the benefit from you, but they want to keep you trapped in the fucking matrix. That's what they want. They don't want you to have autonomy to escape it. He's not going to offer any other means of escaping it. He's just going to leave you trapped. He wants you to be a fucking sitting duck. They're not going to help liberate you. They're just going to gaslight you and say, get over it, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And yet, so you don't get liberty and you don't get death. You get nothing. You're just trapped, and everyone is extracting value from your involuntary existence.
And I hear what you're saying. I felt like that since I was a kid, and that's why I wanted to start my own town. But the only way to do that is to work with other individuals and to look into the laws, look into what's needed, sewage filtration, where are we going to get our water from, land to grow food, how much.
Dude, are you fucking stupid? A town is not sovereign. A town is a political subdivision of the state, which means that the state still controls the fucking town. I mean, it's like these people are sitting up here trying to have he's not the first one. They're telling me these solutions as if I haven't considered them, as if I don't know. He really thinks that he is spitting some facts and teaching me something.
How many houses will we have there? A hospital, things that make us autonomous. That is the only way.
No, it's not autonomous. Towns don't issue occupational licenses. States issue occupational licenses. Towns don't issue property rights. It's the state which controls property rights. They may tax, they may offer some public goods, but towns don't fucking control anything. They don't control anything that relates to sovereignty. That is something that happens at the state level.
Way to semi-separate from them, and you still might have to be plugged into their grid, or possibly you can create a way to generate electricity. That can be done, and I totally feel what you're saying, because I felt like that since I was a kid.
You don't feel what I'm saying because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. We're not even close to being on the same page.
Kid where you didn't have to worry about being bothered by the road pirates because you couldn't drive. You'd be bothered by them when you're walking. You know, I've grown up in the ghettos in New York City, and it is horrible to an extent. There's teachers that call it the public school trenches and stuff. I mean, it's not pretty, but the only answer that I saw was to start your own town.
That's not the only fucking answer. I told you what the damn answer is. You just chose to reject it. Creating a town is not sovereign. So your answer is bullshit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
To look into the laws. It's either we live in one of their towns and we're subjugated, or we start our own, incorporate it, and say, okay.
If he was talking about capturing a state like the Free State Project in New Hampshire, or my proposal, the Black State Project, then maybe what he said would have some merit, but he's talking about a town. No, that's bullshit. That doesn't give you any political power.
How much do we got to pay them?
I don't think you're answering my question. Because the public, these people are so incompetent to where they can't decide who they should get services from, because they're so vulnerable. Now there must be occupational license. There must be all these criteria for who's allowed to work. And if you don't get the occupational license, then you're relegated to live a life of poverty. And because these people are so incompetent, they're never going to change that. They need the state to control them. So now I must be oppressed. Now I must not have any rights because they're too incompetent. And so I'm tethered to their incompetence. They need the state to dictate them because they're children. They're too stupid and too incompetent to live a life of freedom. And now I am not able to get freedom because of their incompetence. So this is what I'm talking about. So you're telling me that I should just, they're never going to support my freedom because they're too incompetent to maintain freedom for themselves. So now I must be enslaved, and they're not going to give me free liberty or death. They just want me to live in purgatory, where that's the choice. Either give me liberty or give me death. They don't want to give me either one. Now, maybe I would not necessarily choose death if they would give me liberty, but I don't get either one. I just get to be left as a sitting duck to be oppressed in perpetuity. I don't get a life, and I also don't get death. I'm just trapped. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, no. You're going to get death. You just don't know.
The gaslighting of JC. You think I don't know that I'm going to die at some point? You think I don't know that shit? I need you to fucking mansplain that shit to me? No, I don't need you to tell me that. I'm talking about death on my timeline. I don't get that. Obviously, anybody with a modicum of intelligence would know I was not talking about a natural death. This is so frustrating.
What? You're definitely going to get that.
No, I need you to tell me that I'm going to die at some point. I really need it. You really schooled me because I didn't know that before you opened your fucking mouth. Come over here. No. I want my death on my terms. That's what I don't get.
Well, sometimes you can't have that, but you're going to get it.
Well, that's what the fuck I'm fighting for. So you're telling me it's pointless and I just need to get psychiatric help. Well, I wouldn't need psychiatric help if I didn't exist. And I'm going to get back to that because I'm going to get back to that.
Okay. It's going to come.
So if I can't have it, why should I care about what they want? I don't get anything.
Maybe, see, when you put yourself into why should I care, now we fall back into immaturity. If I don't get what I want,
no, we fall back into what is in it for me? How does it serve my rational self-interest? Why do they deserve me championing for them when they don't fucking reciprocate? He basically wants me to be a fucking idiot and be a sacrificial animal for the collective. I'm not going to do that. If you want me to help you, then you're going to have to reciprocate. You're going to have to give me some type of incentive. And you're not offering anything because everything I say that I want, you're telling me that I shouldn't have it. You're telling me that I should live a life of subjugation and die a natural death. You're saying that, oh, well, you're going to die at some point anyway. I can have another 50 years of hell and suffering. Why should I have to go through that? Why? They're the ones being immature. They don't care about what I want. They just want to.
Well, that doesn't make sense to make you immature. If somebody jumps off a bridge, what, you want to jump off it too?
Actually, let me stop because I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question because you made that shit too fucking easy. No, I don't necessarily want to jump off a bridge. I want medical assistance and die, and they're not going to give it to me. So you can call it immature. I call it what's in my rational self-interest. I call it I'm not going to help them because I think they fucking deserve to be oppressed because this is their fucking system and they need to fucking own it. Sure, because I don't want to live a miserable life against my will.
Well, then do something to change it physically.
What do you think I'm trying to do? I'm doing. That's the whole purpose of this live stream is to.
Okay, the purpose of the live stream is that. So then that would mean not ending yourself first and foremost.
No, it means ending myself on my timeline. Don't fucking mansplain and tell me what you think it means. I just told you what the fuck it means. No, I do want that. I want that right because they're never going to fix the system to give me a meaningful quality of life, and so I should not be trapped within their system, and nor should anybody else.
You're always going to be trapped in theirs.
No, I won't if I get my way, which is what I'm fighting for. This shit is not. I would say he's not intelligent, but I think he's doing this shit on purpose. Nobody can be this fucking stupid.
System. That's why I'm like, you have to create something of your own.
I don't have to create shit. I do not have to do that. Oh, if you get medical assistance and dying, then you're not trying.
If you're expecting this system to change for you, that's unreal.
Didn't I literally just say I don't want the system to change? I literally just said that. I just don't want to be trapped in their fucking matrix. Keep your fucking raggedy, oppressive system. You're going to have your system without me. See, this is the entitlement they want to extract. He doesn't want me to be liberated because he thinks that I'm too beneficial to him in the collective. He literally said it. He doesn't want me to have it because he thinks I'm intelligent and I could benefit other people. You told on yourself.
Realistic.
No, I don't care about. Wait, you're mischaracterizing what I'm saying. The system is not going to change. The system is going to be as oppressive as it currently is. The only thing I'm saying is don't trap me within your oppressive system. Keep your oppressive laws for all the incompetent people who are dependent on the state, but I should not be forced to exist within it.
Oh, hey, Wishy.
I think the lady.
So I have a question.
Good to see you.
Hey, Fatima. Good to see you, girl.
Thank you.
Today I have a question. If tomorrow you were granted the ideal, perfect legislation for your desired result on pro-mortalism, if that were the case tomorrow, would you stop being anti-natalist?
I don't know. I think I would probably just take it, and I think that because we don't have that right, then that makes it so much more unethical to procreate. I think that if people had the right to opt out and they were not trapped, then that would make it a little bit better. I don't know. I think I would be too focused on making my plans to avail myself of that benefit to be focusing on whether other people procreate.
But then
I
you wouldn't care. Like, so
I
you
would be
wouldn't
planning on.
because you wouldn't care if other.
I would be too
Not your
busy
problem.
planning on my graceful asset to care about whether other people procreate.
What I don't
It wouldn't
understand is
matter to you
that
anymore.
you don't want to be oppressed by this. You want the system to give you the right to end yourself, right?
No, this guy is thick as a fucking board. I don't know. I literally said I don't want the state to assist me in anything, but this guy is ignorant as well because he doesn't know the history. He doesn't know that, first of all, the practice of medicine predates the state, which means that they gave themselves a monopoly over the practice of medicine. It's not as if this has always existed. And then once they gave themselves a monopoly, then they lobbied to criminalize medical assistance in dying. It was not always against the law, and the medical profession didn't always have a monopoly. So for whatever reason, he's making a logical leap to say that if you seek any type of medical assistance, then you are appealing to the state. I just don't. It's like you're debating somebody who's so fucking ignorant they don't have basic knowledge. Is it my job to educate you about basic facts that you just don't know? No, you need to educate yourself and then level up, and then maybe we can have a real conversation. But you're too fucking stupid to have a conversation with me. You're too fucking stupid to know anything, to articulate a fucking argument. Why do you assume that because I want this right, which exists in a state of nature, that I'm appealing to the state? No, I don't. I want to decriminalize it. I don't want it to give me that right. This is a natural right which the state has taken away from us. So I don't want it to legalize it. I want it to decriminalize it.
If it's a natural right, they can't take it away from you.
Yes, the fuck they can. Positive law can actually conflict with natural law. And you don't know anything about political theory. The whole purpose of the social contract is so that the state can protect your natural rights. But when the state violates your natural rights and they have a monopoly on physical force, then those natural rights don't exist anymore. Yes, in theory, you're supposed to have them, but you're not allowed to exercise them because the state has prevented you from doing it. No, they can violate natural rights.
No, they can't. If you want to off yourself, they can't stop that.
The gaslighting of JC, yes, the fuck they can. They absolutely can prevent you from doing it. In fact, there's people who get reported every day. There's always snitches. It's not just the state, it's the public also. They're in on this shit. They're calling 988. They're calling the police, having people thrown into mental health facilities against their will, pumped full of drugs. They lose their right to own a gun. They lose their liberty. And he's saying that this shit doesn't happen. Of course it does.
Yeah,
well, they can engineer it.
It's actually illegal to try to even do that. It's actually
illegal if you don't succeed. And
and many people don't fucking succeed. Wait. I mean, because you're saying something that's factually incorrect.
No,
there have been people who have, there are people who have attempted to do it, and they have forced them to exist against their will. They have pumped their stomachs, pumped them full of drugs, put them in psychiatric confinement, and forced them to exist against their will.
So how did they force the pump of the stomach of the person?
They force people on the street every day. There are people who OD every day.
Exactly.
And also, I've actually come to...
They put Narcan up their nose. They don't ask their permission. They put Narcan up their nose and resuscitate them. And then they've got thousands of dollars medical bill, and they go out and they OD again. And what do? Somebody calls 911, and somebody, I have Narcan, and they Narcan them again. These people don't get the choice. It's taken from them.
They always have a choice.
And the gaslighting of JC, they always have a choice. When did we ever get a fucking choice? Life was imposed on us without our consent, and we're forced to continue existing against our will. There was no fucking choice. And they take away their right to own a gun. They restrict their liberty.
You're going to ask them to own a gun so you can off yourself.
No, they can't purchase a gun in the first place.
You don't need to purchase a gun from a store. Any criminal can get one on the street.
Listen to what he said. He said any criminal can purchase a gun on the street. By implication, he's saying that you can purchase a gun illegally. Then in a few seconds, he's going to say, "Oh, I didn't say that."
What are you talking about?
I don't know why you're gaslighting me.
I'm not gaslighting. All I'm saying is when I look at suicide rates, right? These are people that has managed to accomplish what you're saying they cannot accomplish. That's all I'm saying.
I want to do it the way that I want to do it without any interference from the state. I don't want to do it the way that you think that I should do it. I want the state to leave me the hell alone.
I'm not saying it's the way I think you should do it. I'm saying what I see in reality is going against what you're trying to tell me is
You're literally telling him that he should go become a criminal in order to...
No, I didn't say that, Rich.
I didn't say that. You just said that just a few seconds ago.
Richie, I did not. Please don't please don't do that. Please don't put words in my mouth, Richie. I did not tell him to break the law.
He cannot own a firearm, and he goes.
He literally said that if the state prevents me from owning a firearm, I can just purchase it illegally. Now he's saying he didn't say that.
When he obtains one, he has become a criminal.
No, I did not tell him to do that. I said criminals get guns every day. They don't go to the gun store to get it. So
what you're implying is the option is to become a criminal then.
Well, no, he's saying logically there's no need to get caught doing it unless you fail.
I mean, it's not a crime unless you get
caught. You got somebody ODing in a public area where they're going to be...
That's how it goes.
Listen, if you got somebody ODing in a public area where they're probably going to be resuscitated, whose fault is that? If they...
Okay, listen to what he just said. He literally just said, whose fault is that? He's blaming the victim. And then a few minutes later, when I bring this up that he said this, he's going to say, I didn't say that. I never said it was their fault. Y'all heard what he said. Whose fault is that? He literally just said that.
They really wanted to OD. They
See, I don't like what you're saying right now. What you said originally,
themselves and the environment. It's both the environment that they grew up in and themselves. It's a combination.
What you said originally is that the state does not infringe on people's natural rights, and that the state does not force people.
No, I didn't say that. I
did
not say that. I said they cannot infringe.
Of course they do. They do it all the time.
Well, you're telling me they can stop you from going into an abandoned building right now and offing yourself?
Yes.
How?
I think we need to move on because it's self-explanatory. I think if you thought about it for 2 seconds, you would know the answer to that. So I'm not going to answer your question.
Do it right now. Shows me, like I said before, what you really need.
Why do these people do this shit? Why do these people? It happens to me so often. I just don't understand the fucking gaslight. I find it so fucking annoying. Like, are you just fucking retarded? You're just playing stupid, and you think that I should entertain you. That's why I don't go on that other channel anymore to debate people, because they do this shit to me constantly. It's so fucking annoying. It's so exhausting. You know the fucking answer to the question, and you think I should sit up here and explain it to you. Are you getting some kind of thrill out this? I mean, I'm not interested in that. This is tiring. This is obnoxious. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know exactly what you're...
Then fucking figure it out. It's not my responsibility to explain it to you.
Talking about, because like I said before, from the beginning, you need psychological.
Don't tell me what the fuck I need.
Well, that's
don't tell me what I need. You don't know me. You don't know me from a camera.
It's not about knowing you. It's about what you said. It's about what you said. Listening to what you said, any sane individual will say this person is not speaking in a rational manner.
Right. So if you don't want to be a slave, if you don't want to be a wage slave, if you don't want to be subjected to oppression, and these people are not going to help you fight against it, then you're fucking irrational. Again, he's not going to give you an alternative for how you can free yourself and liberate yourself from the system. He's just going to say that you should be a sitting duck and just be oppressed to perpetuity.
They're not speaking in a reasonable way. You just told me that.
No, you're fucking irrational for wanting to be a fucking slave, for being a fucking pussy and not wanting to fight against the damn system. You're fucking irrational.
You are so something in the mind, and the government does this to people.
See, this is why they do this shit. This is why they pathologize, because they're fucking cowards. They know that they're powerless. They don't want to fight against the state because that requires them punching up and they might actually lose. So all they can do is punch down. All they can do is pathologize you and say that you're the fucking problem, because then he gets to pretend that he's actually masculine and he's not the system's bitch. This is what they always fucking do. It's so fucking annoying. I just can't stand it.
That it has messed up your mind so much that you have to ask them permission for anything and you're scared, and it is.
I'm not fucking scared. What? I'm not scared of them. The only reason that I haven't stood up to them effectively is because I can't do it alone. If I had the fucking numbers on my side, I would have done something a long fucking time ago. The legal system is corrupt. I can't litigate my way out this. I can't change the fucking laws because the American people support this bullshit. So I'm just a fucking sitting duck. There's nothing I can fucking do about it. Besides, remove myself from the fucking situation. You're going to say maybe I should move to another country. But then I would just be trading one master for another.
It's oppressive, there's no doubt about that, but they cannot infringe on your natural rights. Only you can do that.
You're fucking stupid. You're just so fucking I'm trying not to be insulting, but this is insulting my entire. They do infringe on your natural rights. You can't even earn a livelihood. The right to work is a natural right, but you can't even do that without a license from the fucking state. You can't own property without permission, without a legal title. You can't do shit. You can't even drink water without the state. They have monopolized everything. You can't even die without permission from the fucking state. Intelligence. You're acting as if the state does not have a monopoly on physical force, as if the state can't force you to do things against your will when they do it every day. The state, first of all, your parents force you to exist against your will, and now the state forces you to continue existing against your will. The state absolutely does it. You are gaslighting me.
Go right ahead, but it's not true. You got kids that end up ending themselves. You have adults that do it. So what you're saying is proven to.
And there's plenty of other people who have attempted. Most attempts fail. So what is your excuse for that? What is this fucking gaslighting bullshit?
Be untrue by just observing.
What? No.
But you also have, wait, LA, let me, please. You also have kids who try and they are resuscitated. You have adults who.
There are people who have attempted and they end up spending the rest of their lives with debilitating injuries. They're crippled. They have cognitive impairment. And now their lives are exponentially worse. They shouldn't have had to do it on their own in the first place. They should have medical assistance.
Yeah,
we're not talking about that. We're talking about the ones that succeed.
No, we're talking about the ones who fail because they're the ones who are still trapped.
Literally, what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
About the ones
that they made a choice to leave, they are forced to stay, and then they're billed for it, and they're rated by people telling them you need psychological help, instead of saying, okay, if this is really what you want, I respect that. As adult to adult, human to human, maybe this is their rational decision in a world that's chaos to them. You don't.
So apparently, not wanting to be a slave is irrational. They're not going to give you an alternative. You're just going to be a sitting duck. And the mere fact that you don't want to be a slave is ipso facto proof of your irrationality. Which he knows that already. He knows that already, and he's gaslighting you. Because he wants to defend the state, and he does not want to recognize state oppression. This guy is a sadist.
I'm a sadist, and I
that's crazy. Because
there's total miscommunication going on. I think
there is a.
There's not miscommunication. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's doing this shit on purpose. He's getting some kind of. I don't know if he's a. I mean, I know the word narcissist is used. It's overly used. I don't know. I don't know what his motivations are. He already said it. I don't want you to have it. He already said it. He said it at the beginning of this discussion. So everything that I'm getting a whole bunch of non sequiturs. I'm getting the goalpost is being moved. This was a complete waste of time.
There's one thing I'm with you on, LA. Pro-mortalism is real. If people want a safe exit, they should have it. And I don't think the state should have any place in it. And decriminalization is the right way.
He wants to blame the victim. He wants to blame the victim and say it's your fault. He doesn't want to stand up to state oppression.
I'm not blaming the victim.
He literally said that it was their fault. Y'all heard him say it. And now he's saying, oh, I didn't say that.
Telling you that you're not even.
He literally said that it was their fault.
Holy smokes, man.
His exact words were, whose fault is it?
I don't think. I don't think.
Look, believe what you're gonna believe, man.
I think it's
believe what you want to. Like, I'm just making shit up. I mean, y'all heard him fucking say it. I can fucking show you the damn transcript.
I think it's just you guys are. No, you guys are kind of saying two different things, right? Because it sounds like what you're saying.
It sounds like he's the crazy one. It sounds like maybe he needs to get his fucking head examined because he can't remember shit he said just fucking 2 minutes ago. And I have a better recollection than he does. It sounds like he's the fucking crazy one. You need some fucking professional help because you don't even remember you don't know what the fuck you said. You can't remember what you said 30 seconds ago, and you're just contradicting yourself. It's a whole bunch of word salads. This is the most incoherent conversation I've had, short of the debate that I had with fucking vegan games.
LA is that if you not only A, does the state have a monopoly on power, but B, if you fail, then it's not your choice. You don't get to choose, right? So, and then what Max is saying is that there's people who have succeeded. So logically, right?
But the thing is, though, is that like if I can just add this,
please let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
No, that was it. He's just saying that there is, cases where people have succeeded, and it was their choice.
In those cases,
and there's many more cases of people who have failed.
They show us that, okay, the state might make you think they got a monopoly on that, but they don't because people succeed.
Yeah, but here's the thing: half.
You don't know what a monopoly is. You not know the definition of monopoly. There are corporations who have monopolies, and maybe there are some people who sell bootleg materials. That still does not negate the fact that they have a fucking monopoly.
Half of suicide attempts.
There is no but. No, Fatima.
They actually fail, though.
Stop with the but.
Okay. I don't want it. Oh, this is not miscommunication. I have tried to correct him. Fatima has tried to correct him. He does not want to be corrected. He's incorrigible. He is ignorant as fuck, and he wants to remain ignorant. So stop saying that this was miscommunication. He knew what the fuck he was doing. To do it that way. I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to take the risk that I can attempt to do it and fail. I want medical assistance. So why are you gaslighting me? Why am I not entitled to medical assistance without interference with the state?
In other words, the same oppressive state that you talk about, you want them to help you now.
I literally explained that this does not involve the state. It's a private contract. He still keeps saying the same bullshit. No, I just can't debate people like that. You're just too fucking stupid. I don't know why I even tolerated that. I guess I must have been in a good mood because I should have, because I just assumed that maybe he actually was this fucking stupid. I just tried to give him a chance. Maybe there was a little bit of intelligence in him. I don't know. I should have kicked him off. This guy is fucking stupid. No, it's not. That's not what the hell I said. What I want is to decriminalize it so I can have a private contract without the state being involved in the first place.
Wow.
Because he's not grasping what the fuck I'm saying. He has poverty of the fucking mind. Poverty of the mind, and it's too late. He's a lost cause. He's never going to fucking get it. Nothing to do with the state. I don't want a legal right. I want to decriminalize it.
Now it has nothing to do with the state.
No, it doesn't. It fucking doesn't, you dumbass. You don't understand that the practice of medicine predates the fucking state. For whatever reason, you're making a false correlation that any medical assistance involves the state, and it does not. It doesn't.
All right, man. Hey, you know, whatever you want to think.
No, what you don't. Okay, I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I've talked about this. How the American,
I've spoken to you on Gnosis before.
The American medical.
On that horrible
I
show.
came on the channel a couple of days ago. What were you not remembering something?
No, I don't remember. Now that I know that you're a professional gaslighter, I will remember who the hell you are. Yes. Now that I know who the fuck you are. I don't listen to that channel. I don't listen to that channel. I don't. You know how many people I've debated? I don't remember all the damn screen names. I don't remember all these people. You don't have your face, and I'm not saying you need to show your face, but I don't remember your fucking username. I don't.
I came on.
I don't listen to that channel. I have not been on there.
Talking about your channel, like, your channel. He was here like at 4 days ago or something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, look, I wish you the best, man. You know, that's all.
Keep your fucking wishes. I don't need your fucking wishes. What I need are fucking rights. And if you're not going to help me fight for rights, then you're wasting my time. You're fucking useless. I have no desire to even talk to people. Like, it's just like you have so much catching up to do before I can even have a time. It's just too much work. It's too exhausting. You're too fucking stupid. Read my book. Read my book, because I've already compiled it all, and then maybe you can catch up and then come back and try again.
All I could do, man, because there's a lot of confusion going on. The reason I really
you can wish me whatever you want, but you don't support my rights. You're still.
I mean, don't need to support your right.
See, he doesn't support my rights. He literally just said it. He previously said he does not want me to have it. Yeah, he thinks that I should use my intelligence to benefit him and society. Why the fuck would I do that? I already know the fucking okie doke. I know you don't give a fuck about me, so you told on yourself. And you are not unique. This is how most people think.
I just came on to say what's up to the Machine Lies and thank them for supporting me. Everybody else,
yeah, blessings.
Have a great day, man. JC,
You too.
I hope
Have
you
a
get
good day
better.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just came on to whatever because he saw Machine Lies here. Watch how he take his final shot before he leaves.
Take care, man. Get well soon.
Get well too. Bitch, I don't need to get fucking well. You're the one who can't remember what the fuck he said. Gaslighted me this whole fucking time. This conversation gave me a whole fucking headache. I have never debated somebody this fucking retarded in my whole fucking life. Let me get through some of these comments, because that was some bullshit. I'm gonna turn this fucking music on. I had to have my Skeletor music on for him. Let me get through some of these comments. That was some bullshit. That was some straight up bullshit. He can't remember what the hell he said. Hell, hey LA. I turned it down. They are criminalizing abortion because men are lonely, and if they can trap women with babies, they're more likely to stay with them, men, theoretically. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. That historically, that's been a reason that they impregnate women. That they can lay claim, because now you're tethered to them for at least 18 years, probably for the rest of your life. No, that's not Zelda. That's Skeletor. I don't know. I have no desire to talk to him again. That conversation was so fucking retarded. I've never experienced that level of retardation in my life. I just can't remember anything so fucking stupid. he doesn't have anything intelligent to say. There was not a single thing that he said that was remotely intelligent. It's almost as if I don't need any rights. What I need is for him to mansplain shit to me. Do you really think you told me anything that I don't already know? You think I don't know that I can go in the building and do that? Obviously, I don't want to do that. Otherwise, I would have done it. So I clearly don't want to, and you're telling me the complete opposite of what I want. You're fucking useless. I don't know. I wasn't planning on having a long live stream. I don't know if I want to bring anybody up. Rumor has it a wise man once said, I have gaslight at my house, but no man gaslight me. I don't know. I don't remember all these names, so I don't even know who that is. Who is this person? If he has been on here, I don't remember. Unless you're a regular, I don't know everybody's usernames. His real channel is called Architects of Humanity or some shit like that. You can go check his channel out if you want to. It's just trash. It's just trash. This guy acts like he's some kind of anarchist, like he's some kind of rat, like he's about that life, and he's not. It's so crazy how they talk tough, but they don't actually do shit. And then they want to basically gatekeep and tell me I shouldn't do shit either. Yes, he gaslit the fuck out of me. Oh my gosh, that was so fucking nauseating. I don't think he's going to do, I don't think he'll do that. That's not really his, that's not the type of energy he gives. No, it's not maxed out. It's Architects of Humanity. You know what? I'm not even trying to send people over to his channel. I really am not trying to do that. If you happen to find it, fine. But I'm not going to. No, it's not popping up because that's not the name of his channel. You debated objective ethics. Is that what you're talking about? I was supposed to be debating his friend about how voting is an act of violence, but I don't know. I haven't followed up, and I don't know if she still wants to debate me. I keep trying to talk to like-minded individuals. Well, everything I'm saying is just common sense. It's axiomatic. No, it's Skeletor from He-Man. That's where that music came from. No, it's basically the setup of MAID, because what he said was patently evil. He's an apologist for the state. He wants me to be oppressed and subjugated. So basically, I want to liken him to Skeletor. By the way, for those of you who were, I'm still trying to decide on the name of this nonprofit. That's why I haven't filed it yet. I want to make sure that I get it right. I have several ideas, but I don't want to have to refile it later. So I just need to make sure I get the name right. And I have a lot of ideas. Hold hopefully I'll get it filed this month because I do want to actually get to work. But it's hard when you're trying to do, you're trying to get it set up yourself. It is what it is. But I will notify those who need to be notified when I do file it. I'm still trying to figure out the name, and that's what's holding me up. Okay, let's scroll down. Yes, that was a whole fucking shit show. Yes, I don't. It's like I'm calling him out for his gaslighting. He's like, no, I'm not. He's literally lying, saying that he didn't say shit that he literally just said. All right, y'all. I guess I'm going to end this live stream. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure he's going to be pissed because I exposed him for his fucking gaslighting, but I just don't have the energy for that. So if you're just bored and you just want to you just decide you want to come on my channel to gaslight me, I'm just not going to tolerate it in the future. Once I pick up that that's what you're doing, I'm just going to boot you and you can just go on about your day. I don't have the time for it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day.